Hey, Cutie Pies, it is Lanikia, and I'm coming to you with another review of The Bold and the Beautiful. Listen, I threw my back out, and I am in pain, but this episode was too good not to review it. So it's coming to you very late because I was like, I don't even do it. Don't forget, if you're looking to work from home, to check out my work from home videos I have on the channel. I usually drop those every Friday. Well, I do drop those every Friday and Saturday, Friday and Tuesday and Friday at 7 p.m. Okay, so we see that. Um, okay, so we see that. Okay, getting people out of the way. So here goes Brooke with Hope and Liam. They come over to visit her, and she just tells them that she. They said they came over about a visit early, and she said, "Oh, I wasn't here. I was at the office." Talking to Ridge, and it was like, any progress? And she was like, no, he just says he cares for me. He's worried about me, and he's concerned. And Liam says that's because that comes with love and everything. And she says he does still care for me, but he's just he's not home. He's not at home. She wants him to be at home, but she just feels like Taylor is that she's messed up so much. He just doesn't know what to do at this point. And she's not sure if she can get him back. But she just does let them know that he told her the same thing that everyone's been telling her, like, stop beating yourself up about this. Like, you got to start taking care of yourself. You can't keep blaming yourself about this. And Liam and Hope say the same thing. Okay, Mama. Yes, we feel the exact same way. You got to stop beating yourself up. Now, while she's talking to them, she gets a phone call from Bridget, and Bridget says, "I'm back in town. How are you doing?" And she said, "I'm doing good. I'm so happy you're back in town. Please come stop by." And she was like, "I love you, Mom. I'm gonna come stop by." And then Bridget gets paid, so she has to go. So that leads Brooke with Hope and Liam again, and she tells them Bridget's back in town, and Hope is like, "Yes, I'll have reinforcements." And Brooke is just like, I don't know. I just feel like there's some kind of evil force working against us. And they were like, what do you think? Is Steffi or Thomas? Hope asked, and she said no. And Hope is just like, I don't care what Steffi and Thomas thinks or does. You and Ridge are meant to be. And Hope says she feels like that too, but it's just some kind of evil. She doesn't know if it's a thing or a person, but it's working against her and she and Ridge. And that was it with them, y'all. So then we see um Thomas and Taylor are still in the office talking, and she's telling him, I she told him yesterday, I know you'll do anything to keep us together as a family. And he was like, what do you mean by that? And she was like, no, I mean, I know you just want us to be a family, and you'll say and try to encourage and push your father towards me. She said, but I don't want that. I want him to come because he wants to be with me. And he was like, yeah, I could understand that. He says, but do you still love him? Now Ridge is outside because he pulled up and he's listening outside. And he comes inside and he says, answer the question, do you still love him? And aren't you going to answer the question? And Reed was like, I was just kidding. No, no, if you were just kidding, then why would you ask that? See, this is the thing I don't like about Ridge. You're playing Taylor. Like, if you want, you're still married to Brooke. And that's another thing that Hope and told Brooke, like, he's still married to you no matter what Steffi and Thomas do. At the end of the day, he's still married to you. But you're still married to Brooke, Ridge, but you're sitting over here flirting and doing all this with Taylor with your confused self. Leave her alone because you're confused. And don't go over there, oh, I'm concerned about you, Brooke. I just want to check on you. No. Just leave her alone because you're sending her mixed signals too. Now Brooke all confused and everything, and I mean, she would, because she had let him go, and then I don't want to let him go, and all that stuff. Stop going wishy washy back and forth with them. Either you're just gonna tell Brooke, I love you, but I can't get past this, so let me go ahead and go into this guest house at Steffi's, and then tell Taylor, which Taylor has been telling you, I don't want to choose you on the rebound. I don't want to be with you on a rebound because you're too important to me to do that. Like, just leave Taylor alone and find yourself. Just heal. And that's what Taylor was telling about Thomas. She was like, telling Thomas, she was like, everybody knows how I feel about your dad. I've made it very clear. She said, but he's still married. This is all fresh for him, and he needs time to heal and just work on himself and everything. And I don't know. They was trying to have a little cutesy some scenes, and I'm just like, ugh, because I can't stand that Ridge flip flops back and forth. I cannot stand that. But anyways, they said, Thomas, we know that you'll want us together and everything, but just lay off, let us be adults. I mean, they're having the same conversation now had the last 3-4 episodes, that they're adults, they can handle this, and they'll make the best decisions for them. And Thomas says, so I see now, Dad, that you still have feelings for Mom. And he was like, yeah, of course, or whatever. Thomas is a coward. He's not about to tell nothing. And that's why your sister is over there in the alley with Sheila, about to get taken down by Sheila, because you were too much of a coward to tell what you knew in the first place. They're gonna blame you for this. But they did tell Thomas, like, Taylor did tell Thomas, you know don't do anything that would hurt your father's chances with Brooke, or influence his decisions. And Thomas ain't saying nothing, you little coward. So then we see who. Okay, so now we go to Steffy and Sheila. So they're still in that. Oh, girl. So they're still in this back alley talking, right? And Steffy is laying into Sheila. She was like, Brooke is an alcoholic. She was like, I can't believe you did like her like that. And she was like, I ain't doing anything to Brooke. She wanted to drink. All I did was open it up. And she said, no, Brooke had not been drink in years. She was a recovering alcoholic and had years of sobriety. She did not want to drink. You made her drink champagne that she thought was non-alcoholic, which opened her up to being like, because she was already drunk. So she was like, yeah, let me have this vodka, because her inhibitions were down. And she said, and then she kissed Dick, and like, all this is your fault. Baby, Sheila told Steffi, you should be on your knees thanking me, because I did what you and your brother couldn't do. I got your parents back together. Now, you might not like the methods, but I did what needed to be done. And Stephanie is just like, you are crazy. I am not letting you anywhere near Finn or Hayes. Like, you will never have a relationship with us. You will never be a part of our family. You are crazy. You will stay away from us, and I'm going to let them all know what you've done. Now, Steffi did ask how long had Thomas known, and Sheila was like, no, he didn't plan this from the beginning. I did this. He just came along, and I'm telling him what I'm telling you what I told him. Keep your mouth shut and stay out of it. But when Steffi told Sheila, you will never be a part of our family, and she was going to make sure that Finn would know the evil kind of person she was, that she had not changed, that all that stuff she was doing with Taylor, because Sheila kept just being like, oh, Taylor saw the good in me and all this. Well, she shouldn't. She shouldn't have saw anything in you, because, I mean, like, Taylor obviously is naive, because there is no good in Sheila, but I still like her. But there is no good in Sheila. And Steffi was like, you took advantage of people, and she said, it's disgusting what you did to Brooke. Now, Steffi is like, oh my God. Steffi is like, I might not like Brooke, but what you did to her, ma'am. We're not condoning that. And so she was telling her, you will never have a part. And Sheila said, you that's what Brooke said, that she was gonna keep me away from Finn. And so Steffi looked, because she realized, yeah, that's one of the reasons why this all started, because Brooke and Sheila were going at it, and Sheila was like, you're not going to be a part of the family or whatever. And so then Steffi was just like, are you threatening me? And she was like, I'm just telling you or whatever. And Steffi was like, no, this sounds like a threat. And when Steffi made it very clear once again, because she made it clear several times, that you won't be a part of the family, Sheila grabbed Steffi and hemmed her up on that garbage can. Oh, ma'am. On that garbage can. And she was like, I'm going to be a part of Finn's life. Now, I didn't want it to be like this, but it's going to be what it's got to be, because it's either you or me going to be in his life. And I mean, as far as Sheila's concerned, it's going to be her. So that was the Bold and the Beautiful today, guys. I will see you tomorrow for the next episode.